But this guy, we've seen him, this goof, in like a better rest. I'm looking, look at that hurricane runner from Cowpoke. Wings and go. So there's a good chance they might get knocked loose. Kayne and Kristopher throwing Mathis.
That's going to be a lot of fun. And then behind the scenes, we've had a lot of, we felt a sense of responsibility.
These summertime shows at BDubs. Look. Okay, Greg fell for it. Oh, he's got Keegan and Johnny. Oh, a big face buster on him. It's kind of like in football, the wisdom that he has passed along to the younger generation. That's the way of independent pro wrestlers. Oh, yeah. Well, look at him now. Corey's, just like we knew it would be when this match was announced. Kayne and Kristopher, look at the brute strings of power in him. Ron Mathis said little dude. He's going up top. Fly, Ronnie, fly. ACW. Much respect to him for all go out in mass to support their guy. And he's got a lot of freaking. Oh, Mika with a DDT to Bruce. Okay, but okay up on the ropes. Big cutter off the ropes. Catching towel. Wait a minute, what BD? BD just yanked Jim Lawrence out of the ring. The very first ever BDubs show was Mika with that cloud cover from taking a good team. Elbow smash. Yeah, big rough, maybe about 15 or 20 minutes down the road.
There's nobody here that doesn't know GenZ.
Oh, absolutely. And you got his
This match, singles action, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Hollywood Vampire from Santa Clara, California. The killer, Tyler Jaxx.
Hello there, Appalachian Championship Wrestling fans. We are happy to be back for the start of another summer under the stars for the start of BDubs season. We are at Schools Out today, June 12th, and we are in Cross Lanes, West Virginia. Everyone happy for great weather and the opportunity to be back out here doing what we love in the parking lot.
BDubs season 2025 has officially kicked off with that bell, Nikki. And super excited about this summer. Super excited about tonight's show. We got a killer lineup tonight. Happy to be back at BDubs in Cross Lanes. This was our original BDubs location. That in 20, if you remember, 2021. At the end of that pandemic, this was the first BDubs here in Cross Lanes that we got to run a show at. So this is kind of we love all the BDubs, but I consider this our BDubs home.
And this is always super well attended. Everybody's looking forward to it, and no better place to kick off BDubs season than right here. And you know, if you're watching from anywhere else in the country, be jealous because listen, it's BOGO wing night at BDubs, so you know you can get 20 wings for the price of 10 wings, and you can eat them sitting in your chair.
Watching some wrestling.
Watching some wrestling by the ring.
Watching some free wrestling. And free wrestling with top-notch independent wrestlers and legends. You know, it's if you are a pro wrestling fan, you owe it to yourself to make it to one of these events. Because I figure if you're a pro wrestling fan, you're also a fan of chicken wings.
Right. And for clarity purposes, not to keep putting the wings over here, but the wait staff serves you by the ring, so you don't have to get it to go and then eat it at the ring. They'll bring you refills and stuff on like legitimate, bowls and stuff.
So we're starting off our first match tonight. We got, that's Tyler Jaxx catching OK with a cheap shot on that break. And we got OK and Tyler Jaxx square. And two of the up-and-comers with a lot of promise. These two young men in there throwing it down. We're going to see who the better man is today. They both been clawing and scrapping and fighting their ways up the ladder of contention, and the result of this match is going to go a long ways to determine the future of these competitors
and their trajectory here at Appalachian Championship Wrestling. OK has one of the biggest, most enthusiastic fan bases that I've ever seen.
Oh, OK. Nice feller. If you ever get a chance to meet him, go out of your way, say hi to him. One of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet. His family, they're a bunch of great folks. They show out in mass to support their guy. And he's got a lot of friends and family, and they show their support. And you can tell it means a lot to this young man, as he works his way up the independent wrestling scene.
It always helps to have family support what you do, and he definitely has that in his pocket.
Yeah, listen to everybody holler for him. He ain't been in ACW for long, but he is turned into a big fan favorite in a short period of time. So, yeah, Nikki, what else? We got a big card scheduled for tonight.
And a lot of important things going on. We've got a gender reveal match coming up later.
That's a first time deal.
At ACW first. So if you look around the ring, you may be seeing some
pink and blue balloons. Yeah.
And then the family is also here, and they're going to be finding out if they're having a boy or a girl. And so we've got Bruce Gray and Mika helping us to make that determination for the family. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I know behind the scenes we've had a lot of we felt a sense of responsibility to make sure everything goes well with that. So we've got some variables in the reveal that we're hoping that the universe is on our side.
Well, here's the deal: these show days, it gets pretty hectic.
Yeah.
And the guy that Moose put in charge of this gender reveal thing, you sometimes you just gotta deal with what you got.
Right,
and let's hope that behind the scenes that everything on our end goes off smoothly.
Because these gender reveal situations, regardless of how you go about it, they don't always go great. So we'll see. Fingers crossed, everyone. Stick around and find out. And then we've got that big matchup with Ron Mathis and Kayne and Kristopher coming up as our main event.
Ron Mathis, his first match back from his injured leg. He's been out of action 8 months. It was acting commissioner, and one of his last actions as commissioner was he booked himself against the undisputed heavyweight champion Kayne and Kristopher. That match is going down tonight, and I would love nothing more than to see Ron Mathis capture that gold on his big return to ACW.
And there's something to be said for the work that had to go into not just the injury, but Mathis' comeback.
Absolutely. Big tag title match tonight. We have Cowpoke, Corey Sparks defending against. We got Gorgeous Greg. It was originally supposed to be Nick Hamrick. Nick Hamrick out of the country. He got a chance to wrestle in Japan. So Gorgeous Greg is going to have a mystery partner tonight. And then finishing up the card, we got GenZ and Zaiden Kayne going up against up-and-coming tag team Point Break, who's been very impressive in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. But back to the action at hand. We got OK on the receiving end of some punishment. Now this young man, he's down, but he ain't ever out. A lot of fighting this young man. But
that's the thing about youth, gives you a quicker spring up off the ground when you're down.
Speaking of spring, no water in the pool as Tyler Jaxx just landed hard with his back to that mat. Spring, he done sprung into a pretty hard bump there, Nikki. He's feeling it.
Okay, swift enough to get out of the way.
Okay, but OK up on the ropes. Big cutter off the ropes. Catching Tyler Jaxx right on the button. And we got these two young men. They're both laid out. It's been an excellent opening match, showcasing the young up-and-comers in the Appalachian Championship Wrestling scene. These guys trading some blows. Some forearms, some chops. OK with a kick. OK getting the advantage of this exchange. Big swing and neck breaker. Taking Tyler out.
1, 2.
But Tyler Jaxx very alertly with that foot on the ropes, causing the break. We've got senior official Jim Lawrence in there calling the action. Listen to those fans.
They love them some OK.
Yes. OK going in, but he got caught by a spinning elbow from Tyler Jaxx. Tyler going for that swinging DDT, but OK caught him. A kick right to the jaw of Tyler Jaxx. OK up on the ropes. A big swinging neck breaker off the ropes, Nikki. And that's it. A big win for OK over a very game Tyler Jaxx. As the fans voice their approval. And I'm telling you, I'm a fan of this young man. Has a really unique charisma. And if you meet him, one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet. You can't help but root for this kid.
This Thursday, June 12th, in Cross Lanes, West Virginia, Zaiden Kayne, we tag for the first time ever, teacher and student against the team of Point Break. They're not Phineas and Ferb anymore. I've learned my lesson.
They're not Phineas and Ferb, you're right.
But Point Break, what do we got? What do we got? Tell them what we got, Coach.
Take my glasses off. What we got is an ass whooping like no other for Point Blank. We talk about Thursday. We talk about the first beat-up show. We talk about Cross Lanes, West Virginia. We talk about y'all can run up, get done up, and get smoked by the teacher and student, Zaiden, Kayne, and GenZ, and y'all about to get that ass beat, boy.
All day long. Let's run the dub.
Tag team attraction scheduled for one fall.
The ugliest fans I've ever seen. Get your hand out of my face. The ugliest fans I've ever seen.
Introducing first, until combined weight, 395 pounds, and hailing from the team of Johnny Lohala and Team This is Point Break.
Point Break sucks! 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 Point Break! What's up, Phineas and Ferb? Like that. Let's go, team! Let's make some noise! Look at this guy.
Their opponents first, hailing from Hurricane, West Virginia, it's your boy, GenZ.
Speaking of popular up-and-coming young wrestlers, you hear that pop for GenZ?
And his tag team partner from the 614. He is the ACW International Champion.
How are we going to
The Problem Child, Zaiden.
We ain't loud enough, right? I said we ain't loud enough. And the champ in the building. We about to hurt some people. And we about to slaughter people. They can't please them all, right? We can't.
All right, Nikki, this big tag team bout setting the kickoff. We got Point Break, who's on a 2-match winning streak against Zaiden, Kayne, and GenZ, two of the longtime crowd favorites in ACW. And Point Break, for the short amount of time that they've been in ACW, have moved up the list of most hated in almost record time.
They come out, they don't respect the fans. They act like they're too good to be here. And
well, we're talking about OK having a unique charisma. Johnny Mahalo has a very unique charisma, but in the opposite way.
that's like anti-charisma.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then we have Zaiden and GenZ, and not a regular tag team by any means, but definitely two fellas who have shared the ring together quite a bit over the years, over the last few years. Of course, Zaiden is a veteran, GenZ getting established, but still an up-and-comer. And he has been the recipient of a lot of wisdom from Zaiden over the years.
Absolutely. Zaiden done an excellent job of taking GenZ under his wing, kind of showing him the ropes in a literal sense, as far as like helping him navigate this extremely competitive world of independent pro wrestling. And it's when you look at GenZ and you think, I mean, he's barely a year out of high school, this young man. And he started at a young age, as we talked about before, but for him to be where he's at this point in his career, I mean, I'd say that has a lot to do with the tutelage and of, studying at the learning tree of Zaiden Kayne.
Zaiden and other veterans like Zaiden who, at the end of the day, even though they know they're going to be in the ring fighting one another at some points throughout the year, it's still preserving wrestling in West Virginia. That is the goal of these veterans as they pass along what they've learned to the next generation.
Well, the same way that a GenZ is working at this point in his career on establishing his spot in the pro wrestling world, Zaiden Kayne is at the point of his career to where he's starting to think about his legacy that he's going to leave behind in pro wrestling. And part of Zaiden's legacy is the wisdom that he has passed along to the younger generation, this next wave of independent pro wrestlers in the area. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. And GenZ, extremely agile and quick. And you got Johnny Mahalo in there. Now this is going to be, this should be a good matchup. You got the hated Johnny Mahalo. Like we were saying, like he's become one of the most hated in almost record time. These guys, Keegan and Johnny. Okay. Well, we got Zaiden there. GenZ with the tag to Zaiden. Let's see how these guys match up. And we got the fans continuing to file in to the Cross Lanes West Virginia BDubs. Got a big old crowd today. I was super stoked. The weather, a little bit of cloud cover.
So that's for the best when it's West Virginia humidity and heat. A little cloud cover never hurt it.
Oh, yeah. That cloud cover probably taking a good 10-15 degrees off of the overall temperature. Oh, Johnny Mahalo catching Zaiden upside the head with a forearm. And now Johnny Mahalo on the attack, Mika. And then Zaiden, he's got Johnny up. He's letting him think about what's going to happen to him. Slams it hard down to the mat. Much to the approval of the fans. Oh, but Johnny Mahalo kicking out at 2. And then the quick tag to GenZ. And then the chop. Whooping up on some Johnny Mahalo. And I gotta say, I'm totally with it. Oh, double elbow smash. Yeah, maybe some people ain't got no respect. Some people gotta have some respect beat into them.
Right. I am impressed with how well Zaiden and GenZ are working together, considering they haven't tagged much. They're really in sync.
Oh, a little miscommunication there.
Spoke too soon. I think I jinxed them. Knock on wood.
Well, that's the way things like that work out. But
As soon as you think you got it in the bag, you don't. Yeah.
But yeah, that's well, here's the deal. Point Break, they've been teaming a lot, and not just in here in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. Their home promotion, the International Wrestling Cartel, based out of Pittsburgh, PA. They've been going up against some of the best talent in the country and getting their reps in and getting their timing, their chemistry down. And this is going to be a hard team to beat. As we said, on a two-match winning streak for Point Break. When we seen them last time, victorious against Tyler, Jordan, and Marino Tanagra, which big win. I'd expect some title shots for these guys in the near future if they can keep this winning streak alive. And with those kind of double team tactics, as you see them cut the ring in half, keeping GenZ isolated, wearing them down. I mean, they're wearing them down, beating them down, but those fans way behind Z, and that can be that extra added little spark with these guys.
Yeah, GenZ's not going to give up in front of his hometown crowd. He's very motivated to make sure everyone sees him at his best.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he grew up maybe about like 15 or 20 minutes down the road.
There's nobody here that doesn't know GenZ.
Oh, absolutely. And you got GenZ's family is here.
Yeah.
GenZ's friends. We had an OK section earlier. Well, there's a GenZ section here too, as these family members and friends support this young man that's chasing after his dream. And under the tutelage of Zaiden Kayne, I don't see any reasons why he won't achieve his goals. He just got to keep at it and keep working hard, Nicky. Even though he might be getting a little discouraged right now with the beating he's taking. Oh, look. And there goes Keegan Taylor, distracted referee, says Johnny Mahalo with an illegal choke on GenZ. And now Zaiden's getting upset. Oh, as they double team him, pulling the hair, GenZ.
Those strikes to the ribs, man, he's going to keep feeling that too. You don't just shake that off.
Yeah, this point break, like a well-oiled machine. They've teamed enough to where they can almost read each other's minds. And that's the kind of chemistry that really helps the tag team take it to the next level. I expect big things for these guys in the future, but it remains to be seen
how they'll get there.
Yeah, how quickly they'll get there, and if they'll. Oh wow! GenZ with that toughness, kicking out at 2. And I say this young man, he's going to kick it. If he is physically and mentally able, he's got a breath left in him. He's going to fight with everything he's got. Getting closer over there to attempt to tag with Zaiden. But, oh, look how close, Nicky. Look how close. Zaiden with that tag, Nicky. But the ref saw it. You got GenZ getting kicked out of the ring. Zaiden got tagged in. But a little bit, and that's the difference between a tag team that tags together all the time and one that's kind of more of a makeshift tag team is, you'll get problems like this, unfortunately. But it's nothing that hard work and determination can't overcome over time.
And a little more time in the ring together for sure.
Yes. Oh, I could see some tremendous potential for Zaiden and GenZ as a tag team. Maybe even a little bit of tag team gold in their future. Who knows? Oh, Zaiden Kayne coming in, house of fire. Catching these guys' clotheslines, elbows. What's he going for here, Nicky? Oh, he's got Keegan and Johnny. Oh, a big face buster on one of them. They're just flying in every direction. Zaiden Kayne coming in, house of fire, cleaning house.
Never underestimate a veteran.
Okay, you got Jens and Johnny, and then you got Zaiden. Oh, cutter. Okay, that was a pretty sweet little double team maneuvers. GenZ hooking that leg, but Keegan Taylor breaking it up. That was close, Nicky. That was close. And if it sounds like I'm rooting for GenZ and Zaiden, well, it's because I am. Have you ever tried to talk to Point Break? Them guys are grade A jerks. Oh my. Okay, a little bit. So you had a mishap in there in the ring. A mishap in there in the ring in between Zaiden and GenZ. Look at that. Spinning lariat. Oh, that spinning lariat to Zaiden Kayne. And ACW International Champion Zaiden Kayne. Damn. Zaiden Kayne took out by that big spinning elbow. There was a little bit of miscommunication between GenZ and Zaiden. But I mean, for the amount of experience that they have together, I think we've seen a lot of promised potential with this young tag team. Okay, Zaiden's got the mic. Let's see what he's got to say.
How y'all doing? Everybody good? Everybody good? Yeah. Yeah, losses like this suck, man. Yo, I've been doing this for 14 years. That's crazy, right? It's crazy. I've wrestled all over this country, 21 different states. I've held more titles than I can keep count of. 28. Just saying. Now I've got to wrestle legends, Hall of Famers, international superstars, and I've beaten damn near all of them. I get to do a lot of cool things in wrestling, and one of the coolest things I've got to do is tag with one of my students, GenZ. For those who don't know, I helped train this kid. I helped train a few others back there and a few others you don't see in the area. We didn't get the win, but it is what it is. We don't come out here and say thank you. We don't come out here and say we love you guys. So I just wanted to say thank you. I love you, and it's been a great 14 years. Thank you.
Wait, whoa. You're not retired, are you? No, right?
14 years. We do another 14?
He's right. I mean, no, I'm not retired. You're right. I'm not retired. I actually have an idea. We didn't get the win, but I feel like if we can work the kinks out and stuff like that, you guys might be looking at the first teacher-student tag team in ACW.
I've seen a lot of potential there.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Right, we could be the first teacher-student tag team champions in ACW. That's money. That's a lot of money.
Cowpoke Paul and Corey Sparks on alert.
You guys want to deal with me for another 14 years? 15 years. 20 years. Okay, well, I'm not going nowhere. So you guys want to see me and GenZ become the ACW Tag Team Champions? If y'all want to see that happen, I need y'all to make more noise than you've ever made in your entire lives.
They want to see it happen, Dickie. I want to see it happen. The amount of love that these guys get from the fans.
Sounds like a Justin Bieber concert here.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, you know. Wait a minute. What the?
I'm stunned.
Nikki Walters. Zaiden Kayne with a super kick to GenZ. I can't believe my eyes. What has gotten into him? What has gotten into him? This kid looked up to you, Zaiden. He trusted you.
I think we need somebody out here.
This is just absolutely disgusting. And in front of Zaiden, in front of GenZ's family and friends. Okay, here comes some officials.
I hate that these kids are seeing this.
Wait a minute. He's got that belt. He's got that international title, Nikki. This young man trusted you. That's disgusting. I think.
There are kids crying.
Right, this is a family show. What kind of impression you think this makes? Nikki, I don't know what to do. Somebody needs to break this up. I'm thoroughly disgusted with this. I'm gonna take a little break. Come on, this is ridiculous. He's gonna break that kid's arm. He's gonna ruin his career. And this kid trusted you. He looked up to you.
I see parents taking their kids away. We'll be back.
I'm sorry, Z. I'm sorry. Fuck that. No, I'm not.
Come on, get your back.
Get your ass out of here, worthless piece of shit!
You say that when I punch you in the face. I'll go back to jail for you, cuz. Think I'm playing.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Gorgeous Gregory. And today on this beautiful Thursday afternoon, all my friends are elsewhere. All my friends are elsewhere. My friend Nick Hamrick, he's across the seas in Japan. My best friend Jason Hendricks is back recovering after his broken leg. He's had to battle real adversity. Have any of you ever had to battle real adversity ever in your entire pathetic lives? I think not, sweetheart. So I got to thinking, I have a tag team match today. I don't need someone that's as gorgeous as me. I don't need someone that's as jacked or as tan or as handsome as me. I need the dread of society. I need the lowest of the low. I need somebody who's willing to do whatever it takes to win. So that's exactly why I brought the lowlife baby, James Ross.
That's right. As you said, Nick Hamrick off in Japan, off handling business. Jason Hendricks out recuperating. Very brave men. Very brave men.
Very brave.
Although their bravery cannot match the dirt in my soul, because tonight, no matter what it takes, we are going to best Cowpoke Paul and Corey Sparks. No matter how many rules I have to break, how many lies I have to tell, or how many heads of hair I have to rip from their scalps, the gorgeous one and the lowlife are walking away victorious. Because we're that damn good.
Because we're that damn good.
It's a tag team match, and it is for the ACW Tag Team Championships.
Tell me I'm gorgeous!
Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know?
I'll tell you what, this is a real woman right here. This is a real woman, and I'm a real man. I'm a real man in a town that's got no real men. I'm a real man.
We may have a real man and a real woman out here now, but man, the crowd's still visibly shook up from what just happened in the ring with Zaiden, Kayne, and GenZ. I mean, we're just now getting our breath back and sitting down here getting ready for this match.
Well, I'm pretty shook up myself. I don't know.
Really can't believe what I just witnessed.
Right, I'm at a loss for words. I hope GenZ is okay.
And we were able to, talk some of those parents into coming back over and sitting down and giving the rest of the show a try, but it's hard to watch.
And his tag team partner.
Okay, but getting back to the action in the ring. So originally this match was scheduled to be Nick Hamrick and Gorgeous Greg challenging for the tag titles against Corey Sparks and Cowpoke Paul, the ACW Unified Tag Team titles. But Nick Hamrick, he had an opportunity he could not pass up to work in Japan. Nick Hamrick in Japan currently. And here comes Cowpoke and Corey. And so you had the lowlife Jaden Ross making his ACW debut against Nick and Corey with Gorgeous Greg.
First, the suplex machine, Corey Sparks. His partner, the leader of the Cowpoke Posse, Cowpoke Paul. They are the ACW Unified Tag Team Champions. Suplex
Suplex Country has been on a tear. Indestructible since getting those belts.
Oh, they've been on a epic run. They were put together last year as a random tag team, the tag team shake-up tournament. A bunch of random pairings. And Cowpoke and Corey put together, tore through that tournament. And then tore through and then in December, in that big 4-team scramble, winning both the ACW and the Bluegrass tag titles, unifying those titles. And listen to the love from the fans. Cowpoke and Corey just tremendously successful, just dominating this tag team division since December. And also one of the most popular teams in ACW. I'm really proud of both them young men.
I know that.
Corey Sparks.
They can't wipe my ass or lace my
You've
shoes.
seen him basically, Nikki. You've seen him from day one. I remember you popping in on that Power Slam Pro Academy.
When he was just learning.
Right, during his first, and you could see the potential there already. And it's just been awesome. Seeing everything come together for Corey, him taking his game to the next level.
Cowpoke taking time to hydrate the referee.
Well, hey, these summertime shows at BDubs. Oh, look. Okay, Greg fell for it. Got all over that $6,000 ring jacket. That's going to have to go back to the dry cleaners.
Oh my God. First off, I almost drowned.
Greg, he's having to take a breather.
I almost drowned. It went up my leg.
They almost drowned, he said. Well, we don't need a drowning.
Hey, gorgeous Gregory got a little wet.
You know what your ass says? Insert here, okay? So shut up there, man.
All right.
Greg doing nothing to win over the fans, but has he ever? Definitely not in this part of the country.
Referee Jim getting down to business. Get this match underway.
Starting off with Low Life and Cowpoke Paul squaring off in the ring, and Low Life rolling out of the ring, trying to get under the skin of Cowpoke Paul. Cowpoke, he ain't been in business for long, but very, very familiar with these types of tactics from the franchise players.
He thinks he's the low one.
And as we have the new franchise players, Nick Hamrick, Kayne and Kristopher, and Gorgeous Gregory, a little void in the new franchise players, Sebastian with an injured leg, out indefinitely. And so we've seen the new franchise players, they've been recruiting other people. Last time we seen them, they had Eric Taylor with them. And this time, Low Life. As they've been using some hired thugs, if you will, to kind of fill that void. Let's say maybe, during this process, a little recruitment. They're looking for another full-time member until Sebastian comes back.
And they say birds of a feather flock together, and I think that that's evident as we look at Greg's selection for this match today.
Oh, yes. Low Life with a very similar attitude towards the rule book, towards the fans, that Gorgeous Gregory. I could see where that seemed like a good fit, to be quite honest.
But one thing is, Cowpoke and Corey are not going to give these belts away easily. I'd say you're going to have to pry them from their cold dead body, so to speak, because they just are right at home in this role as, champions.
Oh, absolutely. It's been awesome seeing these guys develop as a tag team and kind of learn on the fly. you know, they were learning their chemistry together as they rip through. So if you can learn while you're still winning, a definite advantage. And we've seen Cowpoke and Corey just absolute tear, dominating the ACW tag team scene over the last since December. Gosh, it's flown by. It's hard to believe they won Unified M Tag Team titles in December.
Low Life out of the ring, and
This chicken up.
Cowpoke's not going to let him get out there and rest.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of getting no rest, I'm looking. Oh, look at that Hurricane Runner from Cowpoke. And speaking of getting no rest, as you see around the ring, you have the competitors in Appalachian Championship Wrestling, you know, and I'm so proud of our locker room. But there's other people behind the scenes at ACW that make this whole thing work. And you're looking out there, and you see Joette out there taking the photos, helping in numerous other ways behind the scenes. And you also got Becky Hicks out there running the videos. If you enjoy these videos, give a thanks to Becky Hicks. Since she took over the video role in ACW. Oh, look at that backdrop. Longtime fans know we run all these shows. You know, we're very limited in the amount of content that we can release. Thank you to the tireless work of Becky Hicks. Filming these videos, editing them, you know, all that stuff.
And having these videos allows us to open this product up to fans all across the country and all across the world. And we hear you guys that are reaching out to us that watch well beyond the borders of West Virginia. And we're able to give you an honorary ticket to sit at our shows because of Becky's work running the camera and editing the shows. So
well, and here's just a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. So we have the ACW Fan Awards at the end of the year, but then there's ACW owner Chris Hughes, aka Moose. There's like some ACW private awards, and Becky Hicks and Joanna Newman Holder, they were tied for newcomers of the year at ACW last year. So, you know, much respect to them for all their hard work. You know, we appreciate you guys. Freed Nikki up to do some commentary. You know, makes just, you know, missing pieces of the puzzle.
Greg getting some comfort from Betty D. Things not going his way.
Guys, get it back up.
Jim staying on top of him, counting them out. Greg charging to the ring. The Cowpoke just waiting for both of them. Oh, what do we got here? We've seen Cowpoke.
Oh my!
Is this pro wrestling or is this the rodeo, Nikki Walters?
I feel like some parents are going to have some interesting conversations with the kids on the way home after tonight's show. School's out, but is it really? We went from school lessons to the school of life. Children.
Yeah, just
here's some life.
This school's out event. Oh, that clothesline. This school's out event. This is our 5th school's out. You know, it just seems like it was the other day when we had our first one. But school's out, kind of the official beginning of the summer of ACW. You know, when them kids get out of school and there's more time of the day to do fun stuff like this for the kids. You know, it's a real big show on our calendar. School's out. 2025. Kicking off ACW summer season. The summer ACW. This might be the one that finally kills us, Nikki.
It's those July shows that get me.
Yeah, it's been hot today. We got us a little bit of cloud cover. pretty comfortable out here as Greg and Lowlife continue to double team on Corey Sparks. Can you imagine if Lowlife in his ACW debut could capture the tag team gold?
Oh, there's Betty D doing
Betty D things.
Yeah, doing what franchise players do.
Those fans continuing to get behind Corey Sparks.
Swallow.
And it's kind of like in football. You know, the fans are known as the 12th man.
Yeah.
And they really can help dictate the pace of a match.
Speaking of.
Oh, she's looking to dictate. Look at the pace of Betty D retreating from Michelle Myers. There may be an unscheduled throwdown here at Schools Out, Nikki. Oh, it's Corey. So close to that time, but so far as Greg cuts him off.
I tell you, emotions are high around here.
Whoa. Michelle Myers sitting on Betty D. Well, she ain't going to be able to interfere. If she's like trapped in that seat like that, so yeah, I'm all about it. As you got inside the ring. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Looks like Michelle has been recruited.
She's a member of the Cowpoke posse.
She's always been a member, an unofficial member, but look at her. She's in the corner of Suplex Country. She's now an official member of the Cowpoke posse.
Why am I not in the Cowpoke posse?
Hey.
What do I have to do?
I
didn't know there were auditions.
You keep doing what you're doing. I'm sure they're eyeballing you for the next spot.
Aberdeen horse, and I'm not in the Cowpoke posse.
That's awesome. Michelle Myers. Hey, if Betty D's over in the corner lending moral support and whatever else to her team, it's only right. Cowpoke and Corey with Michelle Myers in her corner as she rallies the crowd. And this crowd was already hot for this match. But look at him now. Corey Sparks and Cowpoke Pop. Two of the most popular competitors at Appalachian Championship Wrestling. But as Greg works over Corey Sparks, this tag title reign may be in jeopardy at this point. This Corey inching over Lowlife. Cutting off the forearm. Cowpoke Paw. But look, there goes Corey with a belly to back suplex, sending Lowlife end over end. But Greg alertly gets in there, not allowing the tag for Corey to get Cowpoke in that ring. Oh, but Corey sliding out of the way. He done pulled Lowlife out of the ring. He's on the attack here, jumping all over Lowlife. Oh, look at that kick. Cowpoke catching Greg right in the mush, right in the mouth. Cowpoke off the clothesline. An elbow to the chin. And a little Dusty Rose, if you will. Cowpoke. Oh, but Greg stopped that. Greg and Lowlife double teaming on Cowpoke. Corey's still a little beat up, but Cowpoke, look at that agility. As he catches both of them with that clothesline, to the delight of the ACW fans and to the delight of all the members of the Cowpoke posse, including
Michelle Myers
and Nikki Walters and Mike Kelly and basically everybody else on the premises. Cowpoke's got Lowlife up. Oh, Greg was looking to break that up, but a spear from Corey. That spear is dangerous. Okay, and you got Betty D. Oh! Lowlife running into Betty D. You got in the ring. Cowpoke Paul rolling up Lowlife. for the W.
Here are your winners, and still the ACW and Bluegrass Tag Team Champions, Cowpoke Paul and Corey Sparks, Suplex Country.
Suplex Country with another big W, another successful defense of tag team titles. And I'm taking in as Thank God I'm a Country Boy. Love this song.
We'll be back here in just a second with that gender reveal match, first ever at ACW.
You busted her elbow?
ACW Corey! I say there's no better way to kick off beat-up season than kicking gorgeous Gregory's keister one more time in West Virginia. What do you say, Corey?
I say it's always a fun time kicking gorgeous Gregory's butt. But you know what's even funner? The beginning of beat-up season. We defend these tag team titles, and we're going to continue.
We're gonna keep taking people on rides straight to one place, Suplex Country. Yeah! Give it to him, Corey.
Yeah!
Yeah!
All right, wrestling fans, this next one is going to be a special one. You all are a part of history because over here we have some very special guests. Let's say hello to Christian and Kristen Flauber, our guests of honor. I understand that one of them is pregnant. Both of them are pregnant, ladies and gentlemen. It's a two-way thing. It's a tag team effort, being a pregnant family. And tonight, in our next contest, this is ACW's first ever gender reveal match, where our competitors will be facing off, representing men and women, for a chance to help our parents reveal the gender of their baby with us here tonight. So let's meet our participants in the first ever ACW Gender Reveal Match.
Okay, here comes Mika representing Team Girl. And right in front of longtime ACW fans, Christian and Kristen Bob.
She is the ACW Women's Champion.
And I think that, I think Mom at least is on Team Girl based on her attire today.
And I'm pretty sure Dad's on Team Boy, but
he was wearing both. He had blue and pink.
Oh, did he? Did he?
Yes.
Okay, so Mom's solidly behind Team Girl.
Dad's just happy either way.
And I'm sure Mom be happy, happy either way either. But I mean, it's kind of like this match.
Yeah.
You got two fan favorites going up against each other.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, I don't know who to cheer for neither. You know, I love me some Mika, but I love me some Bruce Gray. Two of the all-time fan favorites at ACW. As Bruce does his thing, and you know what his thing is.
We might be revealing more genders if Bruce Gray doesn't get in the ring real quick.
Picking up a couple extra dollars
Here in
on the way to the ring.
9 months, we're going to be revealing more genders.
But yeah, we got
Are we having fun
Mika
yet?
representing Team Girl, Bruce representing Team Boy in this gender reveal match. And just to let everybody know how this went down, Christian and Kristopher, who you've seen in the front row there, they may be familiar faces. You see them a lot in the ACW compound on the Underground Assault shows. You see them in the Cross Lanes area. They are residents of Cross Lanes. And so we see them a good bit over the years sitting in the stands, taking it in. They're kind of participating a little bit this time. But give a little history on this. Christian's dad, Henry Faber, one of Moose's, Chris Hughes, a.k.a. Moose, the owner of ACW, one of his best friends from growing up. And these guys, you know, these gender reveal parties are a thing now, and everybody tries to come up with a unique angle for theirs. Well, when we were approached by Kristopher to do a gender reveal match at this show, it's like, wow, you know, what a novel concept. And
right now we've got the girl versus boy fan vote underway.
But much love to the Faber family. Boy, girl, they're going to be happy either way. But this is, I'm pretty excited for the fans. Having these two in the ring, these are the only two wrestlers I think we got in our locker room that could really pull this match and concept off and do it justice. Bruce Graham.
And, you know, we had to do some prep work behind the scenes to get ready for this, you know, because we wanted to have a ceremonious way to reveal the answer to the family. But, you know, you've seen, I'm sure, on YouTube how these things can go wrong if things don't go as planned.
Oh, absolutely. And rarely do things go as planned.
Right, and so personally, I'm a little nervous. You know, boy or girl, I'm sure the family's happy just to have a healthy baby come in the way. But, you know, from a procedural standpoint, I'm a little on edge, wondering how this is going to go, because we have the balloons hung up, we've got the stage set, but we've got poppers that are going to reveal the outcome here.
Yeah, like confetti poppers.
So whoever wins this match is going to have the privilege of revealing the answer. And they're going to do so by popper. But a lot of us were overwhelmed. I was just getting into town here. You know, I was busy. I couldn't do it. And Moose delegated this task to a feller who hasn't had the best track record. You know, not to bury any of our great staff, but we were just bragging on, you know, Becky and Joetta earlier, but the staff member who I won't name.
Well, yeah. We got some staff members that's pretty good, but you know, we got some goofs running around
right
there too.
And I'm nervous just with you, all of you all, about how it's going to go, because that person was put in charge of the poppers. So
I feel the same way about it.
Fingers crossed the poppers match. Fingers crossed the poppers are not expired. Just fingers crossed in general. So you can tell us in the comments if you're team boy or team girl. We'd love to hear, you know, whenever this gets to you guys. But me personally, I am team let this get off without a hitch.
Well, I was a little nervous too when I saw who Moose had put in charge of this, and it's just why I'm not gonna, like you said, I'm not gonna bury the guy, you know. And I believe in second chances, maybe even third chances, or fourth, yeah. But this guy, we've seen him, this goof, in lack of a better term, that we've seen him screw up the video production last year in Logan. We've seen him. Just a couple weeks ago, I guess he thought he was in charge of the lighting in Golly Bridge. You know, turn off the whole lights in the building. You've seen him over there. And, like, so, unfortunately, that fella was put in charge of
the poppers
and whatnot, coordinating this stuff. So, hopefully he'll pull this off. You know, you're all about second and third chances, because people can turn over new leaf. People can change, and so
we'll see.
We'll see how this guy does. But I'm a little nervous myself as Bruce driving Mika's face into the map. Bruce representing Team Boy on top of Mika, but Mika kicking out at the two, and then Bruce clamping on a cross face to Mika. You can look at this big old crowd here in Cross Lanes, West Virginia. It's awesome being back here. We were talking earlier, the scene of our first ever in 2021, the scene of our very first ever BDubs show is Mika with a stunner, and so this is the place all this BDubs started, you know, and it's always a special time coming back here to Cross Lanes as Mika with a face buster on top of Bruce. But Bruce kicking out the 2. The fans get behind Mika, but they're getting behind Bruce. A split crowd here. We got half of them for Team Boy, half of them for Team Girl, Nikki. We got Bruce struggling to get out, but then rolls up. Mika kicking out. Hey, Bruce off the ropes. Oh, they both went for a flying cross body at the same time, Nikki. Both these competitors feeling a little pain here.
They may not be going after championship gold, but they are going after the opportunity to be part of a family's entire life. You know?
Oh yeah.
This is such a big honor to be able to be the one to make this revelation.
Is Krista and Krista?
Their family seems
way into it. Yeah, you got some team girl right there. Team Boy also represented well by the fans. You know, it's like I said, we'll be happy either way. But what an exciting moment. Okay, so both these competitors recovering here. They're both feeling it. Oh, Mika with a DDT to Bruce, using Bruce's own move against him, but Bruce not feeling it. Them neck muscles.
Mika, don't do that.
He's like, don't do my finishing move, my signature. Mika off the ropes. Sunset flip from Mika, but Bruce Gray with a big win over Mika.
All right, let's find out.
Okay, we got this popper. Bruce and there's that goof. 1, 2, 3. I think he must have got some expired poppers. He got some expired poppers, but Bruce right in the nuts. That was just like Kristopher. We got expired poppers here. They're struggling to do this. But here comes Mom with the balloon. It's a boy, Nikki Walters. It's a boy.
Bluey's boy, right? Bluey's boy. All right, it's a boy, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a boy, Nikki Walters. And even though that goof kind of screwed us up getting them expired poppers, hey, you know, look at the tears.
This is what wrestling's all about, guys. This is what wrestling's all about.
Brucey, you did it.
What a unique concept.
I think we need to give Bruce Gray some medical attention of some kind.
Oh gosh, yeah, this may go in a.
First of all, congratulations to the parents. It's official. It's a boy.
It's a boy, ladies and gentlemen, as Bruce Gray appropriately
Also official, BDubs.
hurting in his boy parts.
Any more children.
Bruce Gray letting us know he is no longer going to be having any children after taking the popper to the balls.
Well, he's probably got enough out there already. What a cool match. Congratulations to the Favre family. Christian Favre will be the proud parents of a baby boy. Henry Favre, the proud grandparent of a baby boy.
So be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hopefully we'll see the babies front row here soon in a few months, and then maybe have a future champion on our hands.
Congratulations.
What a match. We'll be back here in just a second with this big main event. Mathis versus Kayne and Kristopher.
A future ACW champion is on the way, no doubt. All right, wrestling fans, it is time for Appalachian Championship Wrestling Schools Out's main event. This contest scheduled for one fall to be contested for the ACW Heavyweight and Bluegrass Unified Championships, scheduled for one fall.
The natural Canaan Kristopher is back at ACW, and I'm defending my belt
once again. But this time, they've gave me an easy match. See, they're bringing back the white trash, Ron Mathis. And thing about Ron Mathis is he's been injured for over a year. I'm gonna knock the rust off of him, and I'm gonna show him why I'm the biggest, I'm the baddest, and I'm the best guy to ever walk through ACW's doors.
What's up, ACW? The champ is here.
Introducing first, accompanied by Betty D. He is the unified Appalachian Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
For a show
And
tonight.
the Bluegrass Champion.
I guarantee Ron Mathis is
The undisputed unified ACW heavyweight champion, Kayne and Kristopher, making his way to the ring.
After being directly called out by Ron Mathis.
Yes. We got a little backstory to this. Ron Mathis in Golly Bridge is one of his last acts as commissioner. Giving himself a title shot against Kayne and Kristopher, but
Oh, baby, here we are. Commissioner Ronnie is buried and in the ground. And the white trash maniac, oh, baby, he's back. And it's the first night of beat-up season. And you might not know this, but nobody in the history walking this earth has wrestled more matches in beat-ups parking lots than this trashy fella right here. And that's why it is perfect, picture perfect, my first night back. The first night of beat-up season, my first night is ACW heavyweight champion, and I'm gonna make it happen because I don't just talk trash. I am trash!
Kayne Kristopher and the rest of the new franchise players was getting under Commissioner Ronnie's skin, and now he ain't Commissioner Ronnie no more. He threw that tie in the trash. It's pure trash. Ron Mathis making his return to ACW after a long layoff of that injury.
And Ron Mathis has come back in the best shape of his life for this match.
Come back in good shape.
Making his return to action at Appalachian Championship Wrestling. Trash.
And the fans welcoming him back with open arms. Everybody's excited to see Trash. You see the Trash chants. And can you imagine if this guy could pull off this whole deal tonight in his first match back in ACW, winning the unified gold?
You can tell Ron's just happy to be back here, happy to be out with the fans that he loves so much,
and you can tell why he means so much to the fans.
Yeah.
With those interactions, he's one of the special ones, and he's also one of the good ones. Good dude, loves all the fans that support him and has made his dreams come true. Hey, because if it wasn't for the wrestling fans, there wouldn't be no Ron Mathis. We wouldn't be able to do what we do and have fun at it. None of us are nothing without these fans. So much props to the fans of Appalachian Championship Wrestling, pro wrestling, indie wrestling, and all that stuff. And I know all these fans would love to see pure trash Ron Mathis get the W, capture the gold in his return.
Betty D's back out here again.
Yeah, Betty D, if she has anything to say about it, Kayne and Kristopher will retain the title. And I'm sure she's going to want to get involved as you got Ronnie getting little sugars from Michelle Myers, and you can tell who he spends a lot of his time with, Nikki. You can tell who he spends a lot of time with. Much props to Michelle Myers. What a supporter of independent wrestling. If it wasn't for the Michelle Myers and Roy Hicks of the world, all these other wonderful fans, there wouldn't be no ACW.
Yeah, these are like a reunion for us at this point. Everyone's become family.
Well, and during the summer of ACW, you see a lot more of these guys than you do your own family at times, right? With this,
with our busy
with this
schedule.
crazy schedule. Definitely check out our Facebook and Instagram for the most up-to-date announcements about these big events. We got a big doubleheader coming up in a couple weeks. We got as this thing started off. Yeah, definitely check our schedule of events. You'll see more action like this. But this bout's underway, Nikki. Kayne and Kristopher jumping all over Ron Mathis at the bell. And Canaan with a huge backdrop. As he running his mouth on these ACW fans, but he better watch out, pay attention to who he's got sneaking up behind him, Kayne and Kristopher, though. Alertly rolling out of the ring. That could have been a fatal error on his part. Because you know when Ron Mathis, when he puts that pile driver on, it's lights out.
You have to wonder in terms of preparing for his comeback. You know, Ron Mathis, I know, has spent a ton of time in the gym, a ton of time getting rehabilitated and making sure that he can come back stronger and better than ever. But no mistaking, he's been out of action for a while. You have to wonder how that'll come into play.
Betty D butting in. And Ron Mathis, he's a gentleman. He ain't gonna hit no girl, but here's the thing. You don't hit a lady. I don't know. Betty D ain't no lady, in my opinion.
Oh,
but who you got out there? You got Emily Rose. No love lost between Emily and Betty.
Somebody who can hit a lady.
So Ron's like, hey, Canaan, you got Betty D in your corner? We'll get Emily Rose over in my corner as an equalizer. And these guys do not like each other one bit.
Those two are constantly going at it. They can't even be in the same space. They can't even be in the same acre together without getting into it.
Oh, you've heard of that. There ain't room enough for both of us?
Yeah.
That applies to these two. If they see each other, chances are they're going to be throwing down at some point. Literal hate between these two. Back in the action in the ring, you had Canaan. He was going for a big kick to Ron. Ron catching that foot. Canaan just out of reach, and Ron Mathis with a big clothesline. How cool it is, we got Ron Mathis back in ACW. All's right in the world now, man.
I spent a little time talking to Ron about his injury, and you know, even though we've talked about his workouts and recovery, there's also the mental element of trying not to get hurt again. You know, and I would never say that Ron Mathis is afraid of anything, because we know he isn't. But you know, your subconscious is constantly in your ear telling you, don't get hurt again, because it's going to take you away from doing what you love to do. And I know that is weighing on him right now. Even if he's trying to not listen to that internal voice, I know that it's there talking.
Right. Anybody coming back from an injury, it might take them a minute to trust their body again.
Yeah.
I know, like, you know, when I hurt my back, I still baby it to this day, but you just focus on other stuff, and you gradually learn to trust it 100%. But here's the deal with Ron Mathis as he clubs Kayne and Kristopher over the head. The way he goes out there and just attacks his opponent, attacks everything in life, he kind of puts me in mind of like an Evil Knievel, who Evil Knievel total disregard for his own body. The only thing important is the matter at hand, is getting it done. And Ron Mathis
going up.
He's going up. Yeah, so but Kayne and Kristopher knocking him down, and Ron Mathis, he's hurting. He's hurting as he landed right on his turnbuckles. Canaan putting the boots to him. Yeah, Ron Mathis, he's like Evil Knievel. And sometimes, that kind of fortitude and just guts and heart, it could work to your disadvantage. It could work to your disadvantage.
Make you take chances that you might look back on and question if you should have.
But Ron Mathis, he only knows one way, and it's full speed ahead forward. And I would expect nothing different. Going forward is Kayne and Kristopher. Just caught him upside the head with that boot.
That was ruthless.
Kayne and Kristopher, who unified the Bluegrass and the ACW heavyweight titles back in December. He's turned back every challenge ever since. We've seen him turn back bulk nasty. We've seen him in that big scramble in Ohio a few months back. Turning back former champ Tyler Jordan, Marino Tenaglia, Beast Man, Eric Taylor. That got any way to see that one. But that might, as Kayne and Kristopher taking a little break. But I don't know if it's good taking a break against Ron Mathis as he's measuring them up here, Nikki. Oh, no. Canaan. Oh, caught him and just slams that back into the ring and then working over that midsection abdominal region of Ron Mathis. Taking the fight to the crowd. And you know what they say in independent wrestling? If the action looks like it's coming your way, it probably is. Get your stuff and get out of the way. Get your chicken wings and get out of the way.
If fans have learned anything during this show this year, it's that literally anything can happen.
Ron Mathis with a flurry of blows, and it's just so cool seeing that again. That's a trademark move from the Ron Mathis repertoire. These kids, they're just loving it. I'm loving it. He's taking them up on the patio, Nikki Walters. Yeah, cover up your chicken, grab your chicken wings and go. Because there's a good chance they might get knocked loose. Kayne and Kristopher throwing Mathis right to that brick wall. As all the Buffalo Wild Wings patrons on the patio breathe a sigh of relief
that this action is going away.
Yeah.
Going to where they can watch it from a safe distance.
Right, without fear of their cold drinks and chicken wings getting knocked over. Even if it's buy one, get one, you know?
Right, I mean, don't take my BOGO.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Don't be taking my BOGO. Wow, and this thing has been a war. Just like we knew it would be when this match was announced. Kayne and Kristopher, look at the brute strength and power of him. Ron Mathis isn't a little dude. As he held him up for 10 plus seconds for dropping him on his head. But Ron Mathis kicking out at 2. Referee Jim Lawrence on top of this action. The fans continuing to rally behind Mathis. Mathis! Oh! He ducked underneath that first clothesline, but then on the rebound, Kayne and Kristopher caught him with a spinning clothesline. As he takes in the boos and jeers of the fans, but just the size of this dude, and you see the athleticism there, a lethal combination.
Also, youth on his side in this instance. We've been watching Ron Mathis in the ring for
Ron Mathis
decades.
out of the way. Oh, Kayne and Kristopher caught him on that one, though. cutting him off. But then Mathis catching him with an elbow on the way in, Nikki. And Mathis he's going up top. Fly, Ronnie, fly. Fly, Ronnie, fly. He caught him, but he's feeling the pain. Too hurt to try to roll on top of him for that win. And Kayne and Kristopher alertly rolling his way away from Ron Mathis.
Ron Mathis clutching his leg. You have to wonder if he shook something loose there. Hope for his sake he did not. What a tragedy that would be.
Oh, as he blasts Kayne and Kristopher into the corner again, wearing him down. This has been an epic battle, Nikki. Mathis got him up. I know big fall away slam on that big old dude. Ron Mathis is back. If you can pull that off against a big old boy like Kayne and Kristopher, you are back. And Ron Mathis, he ain't just back. He's looking to capture some gold. Going for that pile driver. Oh, but Kayne and Kristopher, he had that scouted. Kayne and Kristopher is looking like fall away slam of his own, giving Ronnie a taste of his own medicine. Kayne and Kristopher just as strong as Ronnie, but Ronnie, another fall away slam. This is like the battle of the fall away slams.
What an incredible comeback it would be if Ron Mathis could somehow pull out a win here.
As Kayne and Kristopher, these guys are just trading fall away slams like there ain't no tomorrow. And another one. Ronnie's setting up for another one. This is insane. Any normal man would have been done a long time ago. But both these competitors double tough. You gotta basically have to beat either one of these guys to unconsciousness. But then Ronnie with a rally, he's got I done lost count of how many of these fallaway slams, Nikki. But both of these, and then Canaan going for another one. Just the impact on the body of these two competitors.
The fans want more. I just heard it one more time. The fans have not seen enough.
And Ronnie, he loves giving the fans what they want. And they want nothing more than to see Ron Mathis holding that undisputed unified heavyweight title over his head at the conclusion of this. And that picture right there tells 1,000 words. And Ronnie, though, Ronnie's going for another fall-away slam. Canaan going for another one. Ronnie, he's got him up. And the wear and tear. Well, by the Ronnie, he got that fall-away slam. But the wear and tear of this high-impact match taking its toll on both these competitors at this point, Nikki.
They're leaving it all out there on the blue canvas.
Much to the delight of the ACW fan base. What a match this has been. Oh, Kayne and Kristopher. He thought, Ronnie though, he's setting him up for that cross face. He's got it locked in, Nikki. He's got it locked in. He's got it locked in. Kayne and Kristopher, look at Kayne and Kristopher. He's thinking about tapping, Nikki. He's thinking about tapping almost. Oh, wait a minute, what? Betty D just yanked Jim Lawrence out of the ring. Right. But then you got Emily Rose jumping on Betty D. But Kayne and Kristopher, he might have just had, that title was just saved as you had Ron Mathis, had Kayne and Kristopher in that cross face. But right before he tapped, you had, Ron Mathis off that Canaan catching him with the belt. Jim Lawrence, he was getting ready to call that match. Oh, but Canaan on top of Ronnie. But
there's
Ronnie,
no ref.
No ref. Jim Lawrence just got, wait a minute. Oh, but Ronnie kicking out of two. But Betty D yanked referee Jim Lawrence out of the ring. right before he had the opportunity to call the match. Kayne and Kristopher was done, Nikki. Kayne and Kristopher was done. But that gave him a new lease on life, a second win. As he hovers over Ronnie. And that's just the kind of low-down, dirty tactics as the new franchise players use to win and defend these belts. As you got Kayne is going up. Oh no, he's going for the razor's edge here, but Ronnie out back. He slipped out back and he's wearing Canaan down. Both these guys, how they're continuing to fight at this point is beyond me, but Mathis hammering down with elbows, forearms to the back, wearing Canaan down, and that attack is designed specifically to work on the areas where he can put this crossface back on Nikki. He's got the crossface back on. He's got the crossface. Is Canaan, he's thinking about tapping. And Kayne and Kristopher just tapped, Nikki. Kayne and Kristopher just tapped. We have a new ACW unified heavyweight champion, and his name is Ron Mathis, Nikki. His name is Ron Mathis.
Now that is a comeback.
That's a comeback. In the 7-month reign of Kayne and Kristopher, in his first match back. Okay, wait a minute. The referees, now they're having a conference at ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner.
Jim Lawrence back out there.
Qualification. Pure trash.
Wait a minute. The decision has been overturned. Referee Jim Lawrence has disqualified Kayne and Kristopher due to Betty D's interference.
The championship can only change hands on pinfall or submission. Therefore, still the unified ACW champion is the natural Kayne Kristopher.
And as Adam just said, these titles, they can't change hands on anything other than a pinfall or a submission. And exploiting these loopholes. Ronnie trying to figure it out with Jim, but Jim, by the letter of the law, but Ron Mathis had Kayne and Kristopher tapping out, but due to that loophole in the rules, Kayne and Kristopher disqualified and gets to retain. And you got Ron Mathis, he ain't happy about this ref's decision. Jim Lawrence, prone. Ronnie, the fans ain't happy about this either. We all thought we saw a new champion. Ron Mathis had Jim Lawrence up, Nikki. He has him up. Oh, devastating pile driver from Ron Mathis to senior official Jim Lawrence. A controversial finish, but somehow Kayne and Kristopher escapes with the ACW heavyweight title. But
that was a roller coaster.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've all been here for wrestling history. The worst call ever made.
I agree.
What you guys doing that doesn't change? But it is officially beat-up season! And Ronnie is officially back! So you know what warms my heart? It feels good to be champion. But you know what would be a good consolation? Glad to hear it loud. Glad to hear it proud.
Ron Mathis obviously disappointed by the outcome of this match. I thought we had a new champion. Kayne and Kristopher narrowly escaping through a loophole in the rules. Ron Mathis, I think he's still hot on the trail of the champion, but thank you guys for tuning in. What a blockbuster event. We'll see you guys soon.
Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Leave some comments. Help us get more eyes on our videos. We love to share this great wrestling with more people all across the world.
We'll see you here soon. We'll be back with school. I'm sorry, for those about to rock from Mount Hope, West Virginia, coming soon.
Thursday, August the 7th.
All right, Nikki Walters here. We have just finished up a very controversial main event.
I won.
Correct.
Controversial.
Correct me if
is
I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
I saw a tap.
won.
I saw a tap.
Yeah. You know what? I did tap out Ron Mathis. I did tap out. You know why? Because this ain't over. I tapped out because I wanted to make you think that you actually stand a chance against the most naturally gifted athlete. So yeah, I tapped out, but guess what? Jim the ref was there to make the exact right call, just like he does every single time. And you know what? The belt is still around my waist. So I dare you to come back and challenge me. I dare you, because this ain't over.
And we heard Joshua Bishop calling you out.
Josh Bishop?
Yes.
Josh Bishop hasn't been here for over a year. I guarantee the next time Josh Bishop's in the same room as me, he will have no chance. Because these belts are now around my waist. And these belts are never leaving my waist. So Ron Mathis, Josh Bishop, whoever the heck ACW decides to bring in the door, I guarantee I will be champ.
All right, now I'm with Ron Mathis after, it's got to be a heartbreaker, honestly. The crowd was so excited to see you back in action, to see the tie off and the white trash back, but it was celebratory and then just heartbreak. So tell us your perspective.
It looked like the storybook ending. 7 months of rehab, working to, it's not a joke, man. No one has wrestled more matches at BDubs parking lots than me. It was storybook. ACL down, 7 months out of the ring, come back, first start of BDubs season, new ACW heavyweight champion. And it happened. Everyone saw it. He tapped out. I had the belt in my hand. Take it away from me. But that doesn't change anything, because everyone saw it. You tapped out. You're a paper champion from this point on. I'm the real ACW heavyweight champion. But you know what? There's always a silver lining. I'm still back. It's still BDubs season. There's still plenty of championships to win. I'm 40 years old and I look like this. There's plenty to be happy about. Every champion in ACW, whether you're a tag champion, Cowpoke, Corey, I love you guys. Me and Brucey, we're coming for you. Canaan, I don't love you. I'm coming for you because it's BDubs season and it's championship season. And I don't just talk trash. I am trash.
ACW! 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 ACW!